Hey guys, so today I'm basically just going to be doing a rant about daily things that occur at my job, and obviously I'm not going to be telling you where I work or the name of my job, but I'll just let you know I work at a big chain pharmacy and I work as a pharmaceutical technician. And I'm basically just going to be going through a regular standard, procedure when somebody drops off a prescription, and I'll let you know what certain people ask and questions that are just so off the wall that maybe you don't think are kind of off the wall. And hopefully, after watching the video, you'll realize how stupid these questions actually are, and maybe you won't ask them next time you come in. Let's see. So, when someone drops off a prescription, the first thing we usually ask is, have you gotten prescriptions here at this pharmacy before? I wouldn't think that that's such a hard question to answer, but you should see how many people actually stall for like a good minute or two thinking about it. I mean, you just don't remember if you've ever been to this pharmacy to, pick up or fill prescriptions at. It's just kind of weird, but okay. The only reason, and they get angry, like they get offended, that you've asked them such a simple question that they can't answer. And we don't do it to make you feel stupid or anything like that, but if you already have a profile, I know, what you're allergic to, if you have any drug interactions, I have your insurance on file. There's no, stopping or stalling the process. I can get your prescription done as soon as you need it. You know what I'm saying? We're just trying to keep it moving, in a sense. And not too many people, are just that quick about it. The next question I always ask is, what's your date of birth? Or if you're dropping off for another person, which is, common, it's either a parent or a spouse dropping off for each other or their children, whatever it is, we ask, what's your date of birth or what's the patient's date of birth? And you have no idea how annoying it is when a mother doesn't know her children's date of birth, or a father doesn't know their children's date of birth, or a spouse doesn't know the other spouse's date of birth. Like, I understand some religions don't, celebrate birthdays, or they're just not as important. That's perfectly fine and that's understandable. But as a parent, you don't remember when you gave birth to your child? I mean, where were you? You don't remember that pain? I mean, it's just kind of weird. You don't remember your kid's date of birth. It just drives me crazy. I don't care how many children you have and, I have grandchildren. I mean, I get everybody's not, all there every single day, but give me a month. Give me a year, whatever. But some people don't know any of it. They don't know a month. They don't know the date. Nothing. I mean, just remember one of them, and I'll still think you're kind of sane. And don't tell me it's okay for a father not to know their children's date of birth. Why? Why do they have that excuse? Why do people want to make it seem like, it's okay that a dad forgets their children's date of birth? Why? Like, what makes you so special that you don't have to remember your kid's date of birth? I would think your child's date of birth is something special to you. You would remember something like that. I mean, it came from you. You created it. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's a pretty big deal. It's just, it drives me crazy. And again, that's another thing people get so angry, like, why are you asking me that question? Why would I know that? I mean, why wouldn't you know that? You live with that person. You're blood related sometimes. You know what I'm saying? You married into that family. Whatever it is, you should know that date of birth. I mean, you're dropping off a prescription. You're not going to go order food. Think these things through before you do them. You should know the steps on when you drop off a prescription. It's not your first time, I'm sure. It just kills me. Just straight up kills me. Just get it together, people. Remember a date of birth. Write it down. Whatever you got to do. It's important. There's so many people out here that have the same first and last name. Even foreigners now. A lot of people have the first and same last name. I can't just, hand you off a script, and I don't know if I can't verify if that's really for you. If you don't know the date of birth, you would like to take home a prescription, take it on a regular daily basis for, how many ever days, and you're not sure if that's really meant for you because you couldn't verify your date of birth. Obviously, the pharmacy will never do that, but I mean, when you get angry, think of things like that. We're only trying to help you make sure you get your prescription and not somebody else's. It's just common sense. Just think about it. Another thing that just kills me is when you're out of a refill and you call your pharmacy to get a refill. I don't mind calling your pharmacy. I don't mind calling your doctor's office to get your more refills, you know what I'm saying? But don't ask me a stupid question like, when's it going to be done, or when can I come back and get it? You're basically asking me to be a psychic. How am I supposed to know how fast your doctor's office works? I can guarantee that I'm going to call them right after I get done speaking with you, and I will leave them a message, let them know who you are, what you need, and ask them, can they please, get back to me as soon as they can. But other than that, after I hang up that phone, I have nothing to do with it. I'm just waiting for them to do their part. When's the last time you saw your doctor sitting behind one of the desks in the front and, signing people in, making, running their insurance and calling pharmacies and, calling in their prescriptions? Never. Doctors don't do those things. The people at the front desk do. And that's the people we speak to when we ask for more refills. We leave a message with them, and then they speak to your doctor, and your doctor says yes or no and signs off on them. And I have no control over that. I can't make them work faster than, they already are or aren't. I don't know what they're doing. So please, when you ask something like, when's it going to be ready? If you're like the 50th person that's asked me, don't get angry when, I give you a little bit of a snappy attitude. Like, how can you expect me to know when that's going to be done? I'm not Jesus. How am I supposed to figure that out? Like, really, think about it. It's just fucking ridiculous. And when you do drop off a prescription and you ask, I ask you, what time would you like to come back? Don't say something stupid like, now. Is now a time? Now is the time? So tell me what time now is. You know what I'm saying? Like, are you ridiculous? Are you retarded? If it's an antibiotic or anything like that, or you just got discharged from the hospital, we have no problem trying to rush your prescription. The standard time is 15 minutes. And I don't think 15 minutes is that long of a time. Usually we get it done before 15 minutes. When I tell somebody 15 minutes, I don't literally mean I'm going to hold your prescription to that last second and then you can pick it up. No. There's some prescriptions that I can get done a little quicker than others. It's not an issue. It's just, who comes, first come, first serve. And if you're here dropping off a prescription for a tablet that's needed to be, right on the prescription it says, take at bedtime, and it's noon right now and you're dropping it off and you're yelling that you can't wait, and I have, 3 other people waiting already because they need antibiotics for their children or whatever it is, you're just a little fucking inconsiderate. Just think it through. I mean, you're taking your prescription at bedtime, not right now. You really could afford to come back. I mean, I know making that second trip back to the pharmacy is a little inconvenient, but sometimes you have to be a little more considerate for those people out here that need their antibiotic. They're not, they don't need a pill to go to sleep or anything like that. They need something to live, something to fight off, whatever sickness they have at that time. Just be a little more patient, a little more considerate, and, that's all, we want. That's it. And I can't stand more than anything when people get angry about hearing 15 minutes, because I know damn well you fucking waited way longer than 15 minutes at your doctor's office. And you didn't say shit. I know you didn't. You probably huffed and puffed, but you never fucking said anything. You waited in that doctor's office for about half hour. Then they sent you to a room where a nurse asked you your random, same old questions. Are you still taking the same drugs? Your date of birth? Whatever. After that, you're sitting in that room waiting another 5 to 10 minutes for your doctor to even come in the room and check, start doing whatever you need them to do. So don't come at the pharmacy angry about 15 minutes when you just waited an hour at the doctor's office. I mean, I can't help how long they took. I don't care if you're angry about it. I didn't cause that. You know what I'm saying? And if you're dropping off a prescription and you're in a rush, oh, I have to have this prescription right now. I leave for work in 10 minutes. Well, I didn't make you come to the pharmacy 10 minutes before your shift. You can't just expect people to drop, everything they're doing and just the world revolves around that person. I'm sorry, it just does not work that way. As rude or whatever it is you think I am about how I'm saying it, you just have to be more considerate. I mean, you are not the only person on this earth. We fill 400 prescriptions every single day. So you coming in because 10 minutes before you need to leave for work and getting angry because I couldn't get it done that quickly, I'm sorry, it's just not something I'm going to have too much sympathy for. It is what it is. You should have came in a little sooner. That's all I'm saying. Those people behind, wherever you are, behind the register, whatever, wherever you're buying something, they are human beings. They're just like you. You don't need to be rude. You do not have to snap at them. You do not have to yell at them. They go home every day. They have feelings. You know what I'm saying? They aren't machines. They're not just, they don't live at wherever they're working. You cannot just treat people however you want just because they're getting paid to serve you. Yeah, they may be getting paid to serve you, but you know, what you say and how you treat them actually does affect them in the long run. Maybe that person's going through something. You don't know. You can't just act, you know, however you want. Be patient. I understand some places do make mistakes, like the corporations, they make mistakes. And if we ever make mistakes at our company, we always, you know, apologize, you know, explain what happened. And usually you are compensated with a gift card or, you know, something along those lines. We don't just brush you off like it's nothing. But you can't just expect to raise your voice everywhere you go and expect people to just bend over and you can walk all over them. It just doesn't happen that way. So I just wish people would just watch this video, realize here and there, you know, simple things that can just be changed on a regular basis on where you go to, whether, like I said, if it's at a pharmacy, a grocery store, a drive-through, I don't care, a liquor store, wherever it's at. Smile. Be nice. Be patient. You're not going to die if you wait another 5 minutes. It's not the end of the world. You aren't the only person here. And, you know, knock on wood, you're not there for a serious medication like somebody else is. Be happy that your medication is just, you know, your regular standard old Prilosec, omeprazole, and you just have acid reflux. That's nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's people out here picking up medication for cancer, and you're crying and bitching and stomping around because you have to wait 15 minutes while this person doesn't even know if they'll be, you know, alive in the next 15 minutes. Just relax. It's not going to kill you, I promise. So hopefully, you know, these ignorant, self-centered assholes watch this video, and hopefully it changes them. I'm not saying I am, you know, the nicest person ever. I'm not saying I'm the most patient person ever, but I know when and where I need to be patient, and I am. If somebody crosses that line, I definitely do react, and, you know, you get what you ask for. That's all I'm saying. So I'm not asking you to be, you know, a saint, because nobody is. Just be a little bit more nicer, just a little bit more, you know, patient. I know I've said it a couple times already here, but it's very important. Just thanks for watching.